Let's get ourselves connected. Gotta get yourself connected.
Gotta get connected. I'm having a look at the Sony Ericsson. This is the Xperia X10, and it's one of the latest smartphones from Sony Ericsson in the marketplace today. I gotta say, they did an excellent job creating this phone, and you know, we always want to create these, compare, I should say, these new smartphones to the Apple iPhone. And putting these two things side by side, you can see that they're both highly designed. So Sony, obviously being well known for being able to do beautiful devices. The screen size on the Sony Ericsson, a little bit bigger. I was surprised that they actually did that. It makes the device bigger, but great if you're into looking at photos or watching movies on your device. This is actually quite nice to have. You know, I always think the iPhone is the leader and the #1 and everything that everybody wants, but looking at this device, I can definitely see where there's some competition coming into the marketplace. A few things I should mention. It's got an 8.1 megapixel camera built into it. I'm not surprised that Sony Ericsson did that because they've always been huge on their great cameras that are built into their phones. It also has 1 gig memory on board, but allows you to put in a micro SD card. So that gives you the flexibility. You can put up to 16 gigabytes in this phone so that you can have tons of content, including music, movies, even photos on it as well. It runs the Android operating system. It's a great operating system, and we're starting to see more and more applications becoming available. It's even predicted that at some point it's going to outpace the Apple iPhone in terms of apps available for the phone. One thing I didn't like that Sony did is that they put their own little interface on top of the device. So if the next version of Android comes out, it won't be able to be upgraded right away. But the reason why they did that is they wanted to offer you a couple really cool apps, and I want to show you what those are. One of them is called Timescape, and the idea here is that they built this app built into the phone that allows you to get all of your messaging on one screen. If you take a look here, I can see things like my missed calls, I can see my SMS text messages, I can see my emails, I can see my tweets that I'm subscribed to, my Facebook status, all these different social media and just my regular communication all built into one screen, and I can just scroll through when these things happen. 17 minutes ago, 22 minutes ago, I can see all that activity in one place. The idea is that rather than having to go to all these different screens to look at what's happening in my various social worlds, I can get it all in one place. And they've done a similar feature, if you take a look here, with Mediascape. It's the same kind of concept. You have access to your music, your photos, your movies, any kind of content that you might have on your phone, you can get immediate access to it. And again, being Sony Ericsson, the music features built into this phone are phenomenal. If I just go to the regular phone use as well, you can see that it's got the on-screen keyboard similar to the you'd see in something like an iPhone. It doesn't have a separate keyboard, it's all touchscreen. And of course, it's got the multi-touch feature built into it, so in any application, it's really easy and intuitive to navigate. One thing I should mention, as a phone, it actually works pretty good. I found the speakerphone worked really well. It's the Sony Ericsson, it's the Xperia X10. If you're looking at an alternative to something like the iPhone, this is definitely one that I would put on my pick list.